Do you really hate Kai Leng? Well, now you can get rid of him in a new mod. Welcome back, Commander. If this is your first time here and you enjoy Mass Effect content, then be sure to check out all of my videos on my channel and maybe consider subscribing. In a recent poll on the channel, the overall majority of people either didn't like him or thought he should have been used better, and we'll explore some of those alternate suggestions in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you about this new mod that removes him from the game completely. If you're one of these people who generally don't like the character, this new mod by Scottina123 will remove him from the game, replacing him with phantoms and taking away his lines altogether. It's a free mod for the PC and can be found on the Nexus website. It's done really well, and it goes to show they had a real missed opportunity with the character. In the places where Leng would talk, there's silence. However, it doesn't feel out of place, just more like a questioning the enemy but refusing to talk. Here, take a listen.
Don't even think about it.
Shepard, he's going to kill us all.
That remains to be seen.
I mean Udina. He's staging a coup. The other counselors are headed for a trap.
3-on-1, pal. It's over.
But where Kai Leng can be removed, he has been. For example, you no longer fight him on Thessia, and the scene with him and the Elusive Man has also been removed. So, do you hate him enough to remove him from the game completely, or should they have used him better? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you'd be so kind to give me a boom on the like button, it also helps spread this video to more people. According to the poll, the majority of people would have liked Kai Leng to have been used better. But what do we mean by that? Well, we had some great suggestions in the comments. Mark Britton said, his use of the game was poorly used. If he was introduced in the beginning of Mass Effect 2 as a fellow patient recovering with Shepard, then boom, the base is attacked, the first person Shepard meets up with is Kai Leng and not Jacob Taylor. All goes well before Kai Leng takes a hit and goes down and is left. Hence the hate in Mass Effect 3 for Shepard and Miranda for the betrayal of Cerberus. Jacob Taylor is then assigned by the Elusive Man at the Cerberus base before the first mission. Missed opportunity. And Hirsch says, Kai Leng should have been in Mass Effect 2 as a squad mate, would have given him a better arc in Mass Effect 3. The problem with Kai Leng is that he comes out of nowhere. He's only seen in 3 missions and wears a full suit of plot armour. It's a shame really, as they already established him in the novel Retribution, which was released in 2010, 2 whole years before the release of the game. So it's not like he's a character that's just been shoehorned in. The best villains are the ones that a player can relate to. Maybe they're making the wrong decisions for the right reasons. For instance, they could be sacrificing a load of innocent people to save their true love. They should also be stronger than the hero, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have physical strength. Take the Joker from Batman for instance. Batman can beat him up, and he knows full well that Batman can hurt him, but his plans won't stop just because he might get a black eye. It's why they did a great job with the Elusive Man. He had the wealth and the intelligence. Shepard could take him out in a straight fight. He knows this, and it's why he appears as a hologram for most of the game. He wants to save humanity, but will turn a few hundred humans into husks or Cerberus troops to meet his end goal. You have worked with him before to stop the Collectors, so you have that emotional connection to him. I mean, how many of you actually wanted that speak trek to come true?
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources, and I'll stop them.
You'd do better than most, but the odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed.
For Kai Leng, he's just there, and it's a shame, as he has a very interesting backstory. Set up to be Shepard's counterpart, he was the youngest person to be awarded the N7 designation, and in the raid of Ention, he was recommended for the System Alliance Medal of Valor. He was also on the Kite's Nest Tactical Reconnaissance mission, and accepted into the Interplanetary Combatives Academy. But none of this is in the game, and you can only find out that if you read the extended material, such as the novels and the comics. Now granted, you don't want to put every detail into the game. You could quite happily leave out the fact that he once urinated in Anderson's flower pots. But to not have any connection to him makes him really feel out of place. So how should they have made him better? Well, based on conversations with channel members and reading some of the comment sections, I think he should have been Jacob. It would have been better if they had thought of his character before Mass Effect 2 and included him as a squad mate. However, he wasn't thought of until after Mass Effect 2, so they should have just repurposed Jacob. Jacob gets a lot of hate for being boring or badly written. Now imagine, would he have morphed into a better character if he had stayed with Cerberus? When Shepard returns to the Alliance after the events of Arrival, Kai Leng is the one that breaks Jacob out of prison. You could introduce Kai Leng as working for Jacob, but give all the important lines to Jacob. The rest of the game plays out pretty much the same, however now at the end you have a final showdown with someone you actually have a history with, and it gives Jacob a massive character arc. The only question would be, do you save him or shoot him? So if you really don't like Kai Leng and you're on PC, you can now take him out of the game, and if you need to see how to install that mod, I've got an easy to follow guide, the video is on screen now. Big thank you to Nerdy Dude, the supporters, and you for watching, and I'll see you next time, Commander.